New Black Wall Street Book Club. Evan Jefferson, brother, much love. Educating, elevating, because in knowledge is the power and we'll never give it up. Literature that's for the masses. Where to put your money down, now how to watch your assets. Yeah, uplifting others is a passion. My brother Evan, he will turn it into action. New Black Wall Street Book Club. You should come read with us. Yeah, we comprehend and discuss. If we all just come together, there's no limit for us. Here comes your host, New Black Wall Street. Evan, take it away. New Black Wall Street Book Club.
Oh, well, Shady, don't you know we love you? All right. Good evening to you beautiful people, man. Talk on us here tonight on the New Black Wall Street Book Club After Dark series as we are continuing our journey into a book called The University of Success, which I'll show you right here, guys. University of Success by Mr. Og Mandino. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified global financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, the Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. Now, we're currently finishing that book in our morning series, which will be done on Wednesday, and then we actually won't have a morning series for a while. So you guys come check us out here on the New Black Wall Street Book Club at the After Dark series. We do it Sunday through Thursday at 9 p.m. at night. But the book that I wrote is the Black Billionaires Club, guys. It is actually this book here, a study of the 12 richest Black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. We got about 6 copies left for you to actually be able to purchase before we are out, before the printing is out for that particular book. Then we'll start on book number 2 to bring in other billionaires that are now billionaires that have been added to the list since we last did our book. But it's roll call time. Now let's find out who has joined us here. We got 8 people that are watching. I'm pretty sure some more people going to tune in tonight as we dive into the University of Success. Go ahead and hit the like button, the share button if you care, the subscribe button, follow button, all the good stuff. Especially if you're on one of our business pages at ERGJ Enterprises, Financial Health Mentor page, and Empowerment Duo. Oh, not on Empowerment Duo page tonight. Here tonight. Also, let us know where you're connecting from. That's really what's important to us. Where you're connecting from. What city, what state, what country. What city, what state, what country. You might be joining with us from here tonight. We're broadcasting from our virtual studios in Decatur, Georgia, across the World Wide Web into Facebook and also YouTube, understanding that worldwide simply means global. And fortunate for us, guys, we did not let location stop us from reaching our brothers and sisters all over the world. So let's notice how far our reach is here tonight. Again, in the comments below, let us know what city, what state, what country you might be joining with us from here tonight on the New Black Wall Street Book Club After Dark series as we journey into diving more into the University of Success. What's going on with you? Miss Vivian Reed is in the house. Thanks so much for joining us out of Brooklyn, New York over YouTube. Fantastic. Miss Sincere Newman has joined us well out of Mableton. We got a few other people as well. Loretta. What's going on, Loretta McNair out of Aiken, South Carolina? Thanks so much for joining us here today. Want to send a shout out to everybody that's joining us from the ERGJ Enterprises page, BBC TV page, Financial Mentor page, and then also BBC members and all our brothers and sisters over at ERGJ Enterprises. Now, I do want to let you guys know that this show will continue on Facebook, on our BBC TV page on Facebook. So if you're joined tonight and you want to make sure you don't miss any future episodes, because eventually that'll be where we are, like exclusively. But anyway, you can find us on BBC TV. That's where we actually have content creators that we have brought in collaboration so we can bring us some good content. And so if you want to see some other Black people doing their thing, you want to learn, we got somebody that's doing a cooking show. We got a Empowerment Duo in the mornings. We got the Financial Mentor in the mornings as well. Check us out on BBC TV. Go ahead and hit that link there at facebook.com Black BC TV to find us. Go ahead and hit the like button when you go over there. Love to have you on with us on our broadcast there. Now here tonight, our lesson tonight is at lesson 13 in the book. This is like a manual. This is like a course. It is how to raise your self-esteem and develop self-confidence. That's what we're going to be talking about here tonight on the New Black Wall Street Book Club After Dark edition. How to raise your self-esteem and develop self-confidence. Now you'll notice I left out a few commercials because I want to try to get through all of this tonight. Let's see how long this is. I hope we can make it. I hope that we can make. Oh, I don't know if we're going It's going to be a two-part series. It'll be a two-part series. We're not going to make it tonight, but we'll get through as much as we can. This is going to be a lesson that comes from James W. Newman. Let me set you up real quick. This book is a collaboration of some of the greatest minds at the time that it was written, and it's basically a compilation bringing forth their lessons from their other books into one book at the University of Success. And so a lot to learn here as we're going to dive into how to raise your self-esteem, develop self-confidence. Part 1, we'll do part 2 tomorrow. First thing is we have a quote that says this: you are an extremely valuable, worthwhile, significant person, even though your present circumstances may have you feeling otherwise. Let me repeat that again. You are an extremely valuable, worthwhile, significant person, even though your present circumstances may have you feeling otherwise. James H. Newman. Newman. That's interesting. Newman. Lesson 13, how to raise your self-esteem and develop self-confidence. New Black Wall Street Book Club. Let's read. The only event in the entire world you can control is what you are thinking and feeling at the present instant. But that is enough. That's all you need to be able to control. Those words are from the pen of James H. Newman, whose PACE personal and company effectiveness seminars have already had a profound and positive effect on hundreds of thousands of success-minded men and women of all ages from many nations. Everybody put a comment on hashtag success. In his best-selling book, Release Your Brakes, what's going on, Mr. Jamal? How are you? From which this lesson is taken, this multi-talented member of our faculty employs an analogy we can all understand. Have you ever driven your automobile with the brakes on? I suppose that most of us who have driven for any length of time have had that experience. I remember times when I have arrived at my destination, pulled down to pull on the parking brake that have found it had been on all the time that I've been driving. What a ridiculous way to drive a car. Yet, without realizing it, or intending to do so, you are moving through life with your brakes partly set. The horsepower is there, but the vast areas of potential are blocked, bottled up, restricted from effective application. What do you think of yourself? Do you like the person you think you are? As you can see, we're still dealing with your mind and your thoughts. If your self-esteem, the image of how you see yourself, is on the low side of the scale, then you're probably driving with your brakes on. And that's not allowed. That's not allowed on this campus. So as you see, guys, we are here to learn. We're here to actually do different as well. That's not allowed on this campus. How do you feel about your worthiness and importance as a human being? That feeling, your level of self-esteem, is one of the most fundamental and vital attitude structures in your reality system. High self-esteem is an almost universal common denominator of excellence, a releasing mechanism that allows your potential to flow easily and freely. You have developed a pattern of truth about your value as a part of your self-image, and you tend to behave in a manner that is consistent with that attitude. Your self-esteem began to develop in the early years of your life. When you were very, very small, you got a lot of messages and signals from parents and other experts of what kind of person you were. Some of those signals were very positive and loving and encouraging and reinforcing. Messages like "I love you," or "you're a great kid," or "I'm glad you're a part of the family." Some of those messages were from those very important people in your childhood may not have been so positive. Pick up your feet, clumsy. What did you do a stupid thing like that for? But here's an important point. It's not just what kind of messages you received, but what you did with those messages that counted. Look at that very carefully. It's not what those other people or those experts or those authority figures said to you that counted, nearly as much as what you were thinking and feeling within yourself about what you were perceiving. That is what built your level of self-esteem. Your own unique personal feeling of worthiness was started in those early years with your own programming process. You have been building and revising it ever since with your conscious level thoughts and feelings about yourself. Your present level of self-esteem is the cumulative result of the positive and negative rocks which your thoughts and feelings have deposited on that scale since you were born. Self-esteem is a matter of degree. You don't either have it or not have it. You are somewhere on a scale ranging from the very negative to the very positive, from low to high self-esteem. The person who excels, the high performance person, tends to function most of the time towards the upper end of the scale. Most of the time feels like a very real, honest, positive sense of personal worth and value. The person at the low end of the scale is convinced that he or she is worthless, insignificant, unlikable. He is unsure of his abilities, eager to stay close to home, to do things that are familiar and easy. He knows there isn't much chance that he will do anything very useful. Is uncomfortable when given a compliment or praise, feels little control over his future, and is sure things will get worse in the future. Unfortunately, there are a great many people in this world who live with that kind of self-image, who genuinely, honestly, deeply feel that way about themselves. Negative as it may be, it's the way things are for a lot of people. It's easy enough to see how that kind of reality applies the brakes to a person's effectiveness. As you reflect on how it must feel to have such a low level of self-esteem, think about the kinds of messages or signals that a person might receive from his environment, from other significant human beings that might stimulate the thoughts and feelings at a conscious level, which cumulatively would develop into that sort of self-image profile. The kinds of self-talk or inner thought processes which would build such a negative reality about oneself. Now, let's turn to a more positive self-esteem level. How does a person at the high end of this scale deeply, honestly feel down inside about themselves? Valuable, important, worthy of respect and consideration, able to influence others. The high self-esteem person enjoys new and challenging tasks and expects things to go well in the future. That's a little more refreshing and I hope a little easier for you to identify with. Note that self-esteem is not quite the same as self-confidence. You may have a great deal of confidence in yourself in a particular area or with respect to a particular activity, even though your overall level of esteem is rather low. On the other hand, a person can have a very high self-esteem level and still lack confidence in specific departments such as public speaking or painting pictures. Self-confidence is more narrowly focused on a particular skill or type of situation. Self-esteem is a deeper feeling that you have about yourself, about your value as a person. Here's a great question to ask. How do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about yourself? If you have a solid base of self-esteem, it is much more likely that you will develop confidence in your ability to handle various skills and circumstances. Right now, you're somewhere on the scale of 0 to 100, negative to positive self-esteem. Ask yourself for a moment whether it might be profitable, worthwhile, desirable to move up that scale, to move in the direction of a more accurate, more valid, more honest appraisal of the real worth or value or significance that you do have. If you can accept the possibility that you may genuinely be a very worthy, valuable human being, then might it not be valuable to take some deliberate action steps to move in the direction of a greater self-acceptance, a more honest feeling of self-worth? Well, here's some ways to do that. Some simple techniques or methods that you can put in action right away that will take you in that direction. The first is a simple, practical application of constructive imagination. Build a positive affirmation about your worthiness and include it in your list of images that you are reinforcing every day. Define exactly what self-esteem means to you. Then translate it into an affirmation. An example is, I like and respect myself. I'm a worthy and valuable person. In your imagination, how it feels to be in a real situation, knowing that you are worthwhile, valuable, and significant. It might be a staff meeting or a party, an outing with your family, or a sales interview. Project yourself into that event and let the feeling of self-esteem flow through your system. So we're going to do just that, guys. I feel like, he gave us a task to do. Might as well do it. Say, build a positive affirmation about your worthiness and include it in your list of images that you're reinforcing every day. So create your own affirmation about your value, about your self-esteem. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Now I know I talk much faster than you type, guys. And he gave a good one. I like and respect myself. But you know, I go bonkers on my affirmations. I am the star. I shine bright. Okay. I am the star. I shine bright. Right? Because I bring value to the marketplace. Because I bring value to the marketplace. I am the star. And I shine bright because I bring value to the marketplace. That's my affirmation. You know, y'all got to follow me. I just, you know, I'm just a little like that myself. Right? Affirmation that that reinforces your self-worth. It reinforces this is your affirmation. This is what you say to yourself every day. This is what you say to yourself in the mirror. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Oh, yeah. Can you come up with some words that might be valuable for you to repeat to yourself over and over and over again and project yourself into an event where you actually are operating in that space? Mr. Ralston, I feel great about myself. Miss Marie said, I am the greatest. How valuable would your own affirmation be for your own situation? What's going on with your brother Wheeler in a hizzy? Thanks so much for joining me. I feel great about myself. I am the greatest. Oh, somebody else got one. I'm a leader. I'm worthy. I'm the leader. I'm worthy of respect and love and the best that life has to offer. I can and I will give and receive the best of myself and others. Mr. Harold coming in strong. Mr. Harold coming in strong. Now, you can re-experience an event in which you felt very good about yourself, reinforcing that positive experience. Or think of a situation in which you felt badly about the way you handled things and relive it in your imagination on a more positive level. Handle the entire scene well and let yourself feel good about you. Everybody put it down, so I feel good about me. I feel good all over. Well, we're going to put the bus out to Whitney, ain't we? I feel good. No, that's the Stephanie Mills. I'm sorry. I feel good all over. Everybody put it down, so I feel good about me. Let yourself feel good about you. Now, you know what? What's very interesting, though, is there may be some people that are watching right now, because we only got a few people that are participating and engaging with us here tonight. This might be very difficult for them because they might not be feeling good right now. It's like, man, I ain't feeling that. I ain't feeling that right now, brother. I mean, I don't know what kind of hold of me, but right now I just don't feel good about me. Well, hopefully we can help change that a little bit. Feel the warm and joyful glow of pride and satisfaction. Another way to move up the self-esteem scale is to decide that you are going to spend a little bit more time dwelling on your successes, the things you feel good about having done, and less time wallowing in the errors and failures. I think this is a big one for many people. Again, spend more time celebrating success and less time worrying about potential failure, which may never happen. When you do a good job, feel good about it. Not only does it increase the probability that you will repeat that excellent performance, but it also helps you to feel better about yourself as a person. When things go badly, they still will do that. Avoid the temptation to wallow in the error and failure. There's a world of difference between having failed and being a failure. A lot of difference between having done something badly and being bad. There's a pair of very useful words which can serve as an anti-wallowing device if you want to use them. Nothing magical about them, but they can very easily help you to shift gears from berating yourself and wallowing in the error to a more positive kind of program. Those two words are next time. Everybody put guys on next time. When something goes badly, recognize what has happened. Acknowledge the error. Then shift into a thought about how you will handle that kind of situation should it ever happen again. I'm not suggesting at all that it is desirable or useful to ignore your errors of failure. Certainly, you will occasionally stub your toe or do something that just doesn't work out very well for you. There will be times when you will not close the sale, or you will not make the part exactly according to specification. You may say something to one of your children or to your mate that you realize later you wasn't really what you wanted to say or the way you wanted to say it. When that happens, you have a choice. You can wallow in the error, feeling bad with, oh boy, am I stupid, or I always do things like that, or what's the matter with me, diminishing your self-esteem level, or you can use the error to do a better job in the future. Instead of wallowing in how awful it was or how dumb it was or how clumsy it was. Look at the particular situation and think, well, that didn't work out very well. Next time, here's how I'll handle it differently. Next time, here's how I will handle it differently. Pre-program the system so that should that same kind of event come up again, you are ready to handle it in a more productive, more effective manner. How many guys know that event will come up again? That event will come up again. When you're tempted to hang a negative label on yourself, there's another useful phrase which can help you to remind yourself of the fact that you are constantly changing. How about this phrase? Up until now. Up until now. Instead of I just can't make speeches, it will be more accurate and more helpful to change to up until now. It hasn't been easy for me for me to speak to groups. You're constantly changing, and there's no reason at all why the way that you have done things in the past will be the way that you'll do them in the future. Allowing your thoughts and feelings about yourself to move in a positive direction is particularly important the last few minutes at night, just before you go to sleep. I think it's very likely and very tragic that hundreds of thousands, perhaps millions of people lie in bed for 30 minutes or an hour each night thinking, dwelling on, re-experiencing all the things that they have done wrong all day. Thus virtually guaranteeing that they are going to do them all over again. Just before you fall asleep is a very special time to be sure that you are directing your thoughts towards the things that you feel good about having done or the activities that you're looking forward to in the future. Up until now. Here's another way in which it is possible for you to reinforce, develop, enhance your personal level of self-esteem. You can build your own feelings of worth, value, and significance by reinforcing and strengthening the self-esteem of the epi-organisms of which you are a part of. Think about your family, the department in which you work, or some other group in which you belong. Each member of the group has some feelings about the value or significance of that epi-organism. And when you put all of your attitudes together, you have a group attitude, how we feel about us. Your family has a self-esteem level. Mom has some feelings about the family. Dad has some. Judy, Mary, Johnny, each member of the family has some feelings about our family. If you're very fortunate, you are a part of a family with high self-esteem levels, which the prevailing attitude is, what a terrific place to be, or I'm proud and happy to be that I'm a part of this family. I feel sorry for people who are not a part of a family like this one. We love each other and we do things together. We express ourselves to each other. What a great family. Whatever potential exists within that family is likely to be flowing easily and naturally. Unfortunately, all too frequently, we find families in which the prevailing attitude is, how do you get out of this outfit? That certainly says something about the self-esteem level of that group personality, and whatever potential exists within that group is probably locked up tightly. The brakes are on. Look at this as it applies to a company. You may be part of a company or other organization with the prevailing attitude is, what a great place this is to work. I really like being here. I'm working with terrific people. We're doing some important things and we're doing them well. Your group self-esteem level is somewhere on the scale from low to high. It is in if it is in the lower range of the scale, maybe it would be to your advantage to get busy and do what you can to move it up. Consider that carefully. Can you see that it will be to your personal profit and benefit to help the group feel better about itself? There are at least two important ways in which it will be to your self-interest. First, you'll find it much easier to achieve your own goals if the group within which you are living and working are functioning effectively. Second, you know that you are a part of a winning team. You feel better about yourself, and that helps to release your own abilities. How many guys are like saying, man, what it feels like to be part of a winning team? Part of a winning team, I'm trying to tell you. Now, how much value will it be to tackle on a football team? Or how much valuable would it be to be the tackle on a football team, to go into the huddle between plays and say to his teammates, boy, we're a bunch of Eli's. If you ever played on any kind of athletic team, you know how dramatically productive it is for someone on the squad to talk it up. It is contagious. Before you know it, everyone is more energetic, being coordinated, and expecting to win the game. That surge of positive self-talk within the team and the resulting feelings do increase the chances of victory. Because in the athletic world, in our culture is so visible, it is easy to see a process like this at work in a team of professional athletes. What happens when a player is traded to the top team in the league? Whether it is baseball, hockey, basketball, soccer, when that player puts on the uniform of a championship team, his performance improves. Just knowing that he is good enough to have been traded to a top team causes him to walk taller, play better. The new uniform doesn't change the potential. It stimulates a thought and feeling sequence, which releases his brakes. You can see the same phenomenon with certain branches of the armed services too. Some units know that they are the finest, and they act that way when they're in combat. In every industry, there are companies which have the same atmosphere of high self-esteem, and it is no coincidence that they are leading the way and attracting the best people from their competitors. Take a very close look at this idea, again, from your own selfish viewpoint. See if you could profit by spending a little bit more time reinforcing the positive feelings about your group. Look at the application to your family, your bowling team, your company, your department, your service club, your trade association, your church or synagogue, community, or about your country. Anything that you can do, say, express in any way that will reinforce the good feeling within that group about the group will help the group to function better, achieve its goals more easily, and help you to get where you want to go a lot faster. To help you get to where you want to go a lot faster. How long has it been since you sat at the dinner table and said to your family, I'm really proud to be a part of this family. We are really terrific. Don't say it unless you feel that way about your family, but if you do feel it, why not express it? It may feel a little uncomfortable the first time. That goes back to some childhood programming about not expressing your emotions, but go ahead and release the brake. Everybody put in console, release the brake. When you have a positive feeling about your group, say it. You will enjoy the results. When a group does something badly, use next time to avoid wallowing in the error reinforcing. When others in the group slip into that trap that's a trap of that's like us, we're always goofing things up, step in gently with the question what could we do to handle a situation like this better in the future? Help the group to find a way to change the procedures which led to the difficulty so that it is less likely to happen again. Nations have self-esteem levels too, and they are constantly changing, just like those of individuals. Look back through the pages of history will disclose some dramatic examples of the ebb and flow of self-esteem within various nations and the relationships between how a country felt about itself and its ability to use whatever potential it possessed. Great Britain, Russia, Germany, Israel, Japan, Mexico. As you think of each country, can you see how the national self-esteem level has changed and how that has affected progress, productivity, and effectiveness of the citizens of the country? How valuable is it to our country and to you as a citizen of the country to talk about and reinforce all of the things we have done wrong? Might it be more useful to dwell on these incredible successes of our nation and feel good about them? In those areas where we have failed, what can we do to correct the system so that if we ever encounter a similar situation again, we will be more likely to handle it well? Now let's look at how you can help other people to enforce their feelings of self-esteem. This may be the most exciting and productive way of building your feelings of value and worth. One of the interesting peculiarities of this basic releasing mechanism is that the more you give away to other people, the more you get. The more you reinforce, the more you enhance, the more you undergird the self-esteem of other people in your world, the better you like you. The reverse is also true, and perhaps even more obvious. Anything I do to cause you to dislike yourself creates an uneasy feeling within me about myself. So, one of the other ways that you can build your own personal self-esteem is by helping others to build and reinforce theirs. And there's an extra bonus benefit to this process. By providing other people with the opportunity to enhance the positive feelings they have about themselves, you are enriching your environment. Pause for a moment and think about the dozen most important people in your world. The people you live with, work with, have frequent contact with on a social level, who are the 12 most important, significant other human beings in your world. They might include a mate, your children, people with whom you work closely with in your professional or vocational activity, close friends or neighbors. Think about those people for a moment and ask yourself this question. What would it mean to me if those individuals in the next month really, honestly, deeply like themselves better? What would that mean to you? Would it be useful? Would it be useful? Would it be useful to your advantage, or would it be harmful or unpleasant? Would it be a plus or a minus if those people with whom you interact with every day, people with whom you have a daily contact, were to move up that self-esteem scale and really like themselves better? I feel certain that as you think about this idea, you will see that life is a lot easier when you're dealing with people who have a high level of self-esteem. Instead of working or living with people who are defensive, withdrawn, inclined to shift to blame, you have a more open, honest, trusting relationship with mutually set goals and more direct communication. Much more exciting, positive things happen when people who have an abundance of self-esteem are working together. Try this. Set yourself a project in the next month. Pick out a specific people with whom you have regular, frequent contact, and decide that you're going to do whatever you can to help those individuals to genuinely, honestly feel better about themselves. How do you do that? Well, by spending more time and effort putting those people up and less time and effort putting them down. We're going to stop there. Everybody putting down, so release the brakes. Release the brakes. Now, again, I think this is a worthwhile little task here. First, to think about, maybe a top 5. I mean, I don't know how many guys got top 12. I don't know, but you got a top 5 at least. You can probably find them right on your phone. Top 5 people you spend time with daily. Now, I know that Tanisha said around the wrong energy will poison you. I know that's right, but hopefully your top 12 ain't the wrong energy. I will hope that the people that's in your top 5, top 10, top 12 are not people you're spending time with every day, right? And they have the wrong energy. We're talking about people that you care about, people that you care about their opinions. You probably go out to eat every once in a while or whatever the case may be. And you're saying, you know what? It would be to my benefit if I were to help my sister here feel better about herself. It would be to my benefit if I help my brother here to feel better about himself. And you say, you know what, over the next 30 days, right? My top 12. I might have to switch up because it might have been me. I might have been the one that wasn't feeling good about myself. But now I can benefit, right? There's a benefit in it if I can just help you feel better about yourself, help you to genuinely feel better about yourself. Now, I don't know about y'all, but this is not very easy for me to do because y'all know I'm very sarcastic. I don't give a fuck. Y'all already know that. So I'm going to try it though. I mean, because I do got some kind words in me. I do like to lift people up. I don't take it very seriously because y'all motherfuckers going to do what y'all want to do anyway. But anyway, let's see here. I guess I can't say motherfuckers the whole 30 days, huh? I guess I can't say that, huh? Anyway, so I'm going to make a list. So hopefully, what I'm going to do is make a list, maybe top 5, top 10. If you can do top 12, that's great. And, of the people that are closest to you, who are your inner circle, these are people, and I don't think I have a top 10 because I don't let too many people in. But anyway, your top 5, 10 people or whatever, that's important to you. And you make a commitment, a 30-day commitment every day that you get an opportunity to make them feel better about themselves. This is something else. I never thought this is a great challenge, by the way. This is a great challenge. Every day. I mean, this is going to take some work because this is going to take some mental shift for me because, I'll tear a motherfucker down in a heartbeat. I mean, I don't care. I really don't. I really don't care. Okay. But I do care about my top 5. I do care about my top 10. So I'm not going to call them with the same shit I give y'all. So I think I can do this. Okay. I think I can do this, man. Hey, man, how's everything going? I hope everything's been going well. I can do this. 30 days. Oh, I can do this. Okay. So first we got to make our list, right, of our top 5, top 10, whatever you're going to do. If you're going to participate. I know most of you guys are going to do it. I know most of you going to try, even if you don't say you're going to try, because it's a dope challenge and you can benefit from it, right? It can help you get closer to where you want to go. You have more people that feel good about themselves. They're going to feel good about helping you. And these are people that are close to you. These are people that you talk to on a regular basis. These are your close friends, right? And it's not that they're feeling bad about life. I mean, some of them might be okay. But what happens if you just help them feel better about themselves? What if you become that guy, that girl, right? You probably are, some of y'all are already that guy. This is easy for you. Like, I do this every day. But I'm just saying, what if you became that guy or that girl? When other people come around you, they feel better about themselves. Just being around you. I mean, you know, it's not like you're doing anything special. You just being you, but your black girl magic and your black brother magic is just coming out for you. They're like, man, I just really feel good when I'm around you, man. We ain't got to do nothing. I mean, I just like being around you. You help people feel better about themselves. Maybe you're the person that helps take their stress away, and they feel better about themselves. Maybe you're the person that gives them their only smile of the day, and you make them feel better about themselves. I love this challenge because it's something I got to put some work into. It ain't something that's easy for me. I really got to really be intentional about this thing and still be genuine, because y'all know I don't give a fuck. I got to be genuine too, intentional about my top 5 or 10. I think I might got 10. Release the brakes. Release the brakes. You and I, we have so much potential, so much in us. We just got to get out of our own way. We got a lot of stuff we got to work through, and hopefully the University of Success that we're going through is helping to work through some of that stuff for you. Release the brakes. Release the brakes. You are the only one that's stopping you. You're the only one that's holding you back. You're the only one that's causing a delay. You. Release the brakes. And I think this project or this little challenge that we have here might just help. It's going to help some of you. I mean, some of you guys are already doing it, so it ain't going to help you. I already got that. But for some other people who ain't never done something like this, like really take into consideration 30 days. 30 days of making other people feel good about themselves. This is the dope challenge. 30 days of making other people feel good about themselves. So here's the deal, guys. I'm going to go beyond my top 12, okay? Okay, for the next 30 days. Woo! Lord Jesus. Next 30 days. I'm going to try to do this for everybody, okay? For everybody. I mean, Greg, I hope you feel good about yourself today. I mean, I'm going to try to do this for everybody, okay? 30 days. 30 days of trying to make everybody I come in contact with feel better about themselves. Woo, that's a challenge. Dang, I can't cuss as much as I used to. But I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to put myself to the challenge, man. Why not? It's beneficial. It's worth doing. I actually do feel good when other people feel good. When I can help other people feel good, I feel good. So the next 30 days for me, my challenge is going to be even if y'all come up here with saying some of that stupid stuff, I'm still going to try to make you feel better about yourself. Okay? I'm trying to tell you, boy, because some of y'all, oh, Lord, I can see it already. Y'all going to work me. Y'all are going to work my everlasting nerves. But I'm still going to try my best to make you feel better about yourself. I can't cuss you out for a month, okay? I can't cuss you out for a month. Lord Jesus. You know, he's still working on me. Man, I hope you guys got something out of that, man. Again, release the brakes. This is the New Black Wall Street Book Club, right? After Dark Edition, man. 30 minutes a night to help keep your everlasting mind right. I'm your host, ERGJ, is certified global financial educator. We just went through part 1 of how to raise your self-esteem and develop self-confidence. Tomorrow we'll come back with part 2 as we finish out lesson 13 of the University of Success. Now, I hope you guys get pen and paper available because, again, at nighttime, as you said, it's something different about reading at night. Something different about reading at night. We activate the subconscious, and hopefully you are ready to receive whatever the subconscious has for you. And so I encourage you to have a pen and paper, record, or whatever it is that you need when you go to bed tonight, because you never know when the subconscious is going to want to speak to you as you rest here tonight. Be on watch, because I've had plenty of testimonials from people saying, man, here's what he gave me. And they went on to start working on that stuff that was given to them by their creator, okay? Anyway, I want you guys to remember this, man, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, we all we really need. And thank God, that's more than enough. Until next episode, you know what time it is. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
It's the new Black Wall Street Book Club. With your host, Evan Jefferson. It's time for us to go. Yeah. Now, you ain't got to leave the computer, but we encourage you to get out there and learn and apply all the things you learn at the new Black Wall Street Book Club. Yeah. The new Black Wall Street.